Breaking news. South Sudan lawmaker resigns over atrocities, urges international intervention. Dei Tut Weang, who represented Nazir County of Upper Nile State in the Transitional National Parliament and South Sudan in the Pan-African Parliament, described his departure as a deliberate moral stance in protest of what he called a government that bombs its people. Dei Tut Weang, Dei Tut Weang, who represented Nazir County of Upper Nile State in the Transitional National Parliament and South Sudan in the Pan-African Parliament, described his departure as a deliberate moral stance in protest of what he called a government that bombs its people, criminalizes dissent, and turns the machinery of the state into a weapon of war against the innocent. In a strongly worded resignation letter extended to Sudan's Post on Tuesday, Kaur said his decision to resign is not an act of retreat. I was not selected and nominated to be a silent witness to atrocity. I was not sent to these august chambers to lend legitimacy to a government that bombs its people. Kaur's resignation follows months of escalating violence in the country, particularly in Upper Nile and Jonglei states. He cited an airstrike on a Médecins Sans Frontières (MSF)-run hospital in Fangak on May 3, 2025, which killed a 9-month-old infant, describing it as not just heartbreaking, it is criminal. Civilians have become the primary targets. Markets have been torched. Crops destroyed. Entire villages were razed. Women have been raped, elders executed, and children disappeared, the lawmaker stated, directly blaming the National Army for transforming into an occupying force. The arbitrary detention of First Vice President Dr. Riek Machar, an indispensable signatory to the 2018 IRCSS, marks a point of no return, Kaur said. You cannot implement peace while jailing your peace partners. Kaur further warned that the peace agreement has become a grotesque performance of compliance, accusing the government of deceiving international donors while abandoning its commitments at home. My conscience will not allow me to endorse this dissent. To stay silent is to become complicit. To remain in office is to validate a lie, he declared. In his letter, Kaur issued an urgent call to the United Nations Security Council, the African Union, AU, and the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, to take decisive action. He urged the UN Security Council to impose targeted sanctions and refer South Sudan's situation to the International Criminal Court, ICC, asserting that the victims of Fangak, Nazir, and countless unnamed atrocities deserve justice. I can no longer, in good conscience, be part of a system that perpetrates violence against its people and undermines the very foundations of democracy and human rights, Kaur concluded. My resignation is a protest against tyranny and a call to action for all who believe in justice and the dignity of human life.
Mala medit, charga manje kono ling cha kwan gato kawaine, anto mogone abner lo nutot, ke ta andon karlat ke jaga to kawaine ko ne kono kanaling. Daga taga liang matotan a menjetuak ke mencerot lat ke changapan. Aramanen konoma e would misale Dei Tut Weang, and Dei Tut Weang poinda aram karmelat ka neda kondalan malaka South Sudan. Jan teka ne katega buan misale Pan-African, katega buan mudian misale Africa Union, laditin alaan wona. Na kaneda konadal kan wadaga kegri geteng nat tek sibilian de kono kwalanak. Jan aram kel kanedi shalanwara. And jan Dei Tut Weang, kachanga pan changoal kel kapai bakel, ron kindalangra wido jandaro de dish, jan chawar gag de chaya gor, milare jano chaban pingwa lada, kalot kuman buga pingwa lada. At tanda naka natin ale dawini, sherke pan gak, ke nasar, ke olang, banaka burabe. Mane matiang. No more chela da no chaguano den de ale de kana kamach de kawang ke chemical ke de kana kamach ko kan kanete citizen dawich chagoro de kana kanede ronko de chwan den de jagang kan wado kona chagor ka South Sudan ko de chwan ran de jagang michaga bilalat ang wano babban pin chanbo won yam kalat kel karamodang chichong na ga chayagwit. No mo michala tre warga ga deme gor ke che kwarton konan kelan malitin arkija kel te la Africa Union ke gat ke Pan Africana ko ken te wakam warga ga mo kamen gorten ke jio kan o de yan lat mishe kan ma de yan lat ko de ne de konan naka halte te tala mai kana de ga te kan wat jan la de jan o chinna ga mo ki choyan chu ke hale che de ngot ko nyam ne to de yen ga te ka ngot ko che chi mo ga no ba hale ba ga nek an chan de ngot ka mila nen ka wa ga ma na ga ne ko no mo a jan gor ko na de ko na len ka ne kon antama chi kon te ke ne kon to go long to ngot ka mi chung kel ga nore chi kana gor no de ka lande mid de ka ne cham de kan lande nyam chi kon de len pan ga ja ka general Simon Garwidwell a ra je chala da rain mu ga long ko jan la de jan ko mo de te chung kel ka nore a ka ba nore da ta kel ka mane chang do den a jan chi kon len ga nyok ka honorable Dei Tut Weang che ban pin yu kwam a wi kwam te ten no wi kwam ndio ga kwan mi da gat ga da ka miet ke ten du no cha lo ko kin wara ko jan chip ga no ba dem mo ga ka te ne ka te ga chit ka wa no ba ban pin bo guin kel ka ne ka kel right mo ja right lat ke ja right tan da na pala kom ka ja ja kom ma cha pal ke cha ja ro chan bo ko nyam rai lat ka ne ka ga mun kan a rai no ga long ne to ka ne ro go ro da kon ga tit ko an chang da den o ku mo mo wo te ga long ke ku no ro wo go te ga long a ne to ka ne ga long te de kon la de ka pe che kon ga de paro ja na kar ken bine ben ka ye nyok ke ne de alan ta no ra ta kok bine ka mat kel kan de al ka bine ye la tol ka kwidien ka ne to ka ga bo bia ga nen ka wan kun kan de al a chang na ma ga yen ka bine lan man to ko kwidien ka ne de al don ka ga chieng no ru ko bi ka me cham kana bi ka ne jekten ka kwija mo chala te da long ka ta dun kel ka ne mi jira ma ka mat ka bona ma goro bra mat ka bona ma ko di bona ma di ja gor ke di ja subscribe chala da te da long da ta man